Jim, congratulations, a 1-1 draw at Chorley and you're in the playoffs. How does that feel?
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, like I said, much better in the second half. We upped the game and played with a bit more purpose. And I think we had to after the first half performance. But yeah, no, I'm really pleased for everybody involved with the club because it's been a long, tough season. Lots of issues this year, but we've overcome lots of things, and we've got a strong squad going into the final couple of weeks, and we just want to finish the season in style now and get 2 positive results against Blythe and Darlington, and then see where we stand in the playoffs in terms of preparing for that.
You went behind in the first half against that, I thought, against the run of play, but in fairness you battled back well in that second half and deservedly got that equaliser. Great goal as well. Yeah, no, and there was some fantastic opportunities. You know, I mean, it's probably our hardest chance. I mean, what a fantastic move that led to Jimmy's chance. So great save from there, lad. But one of the, you know, we've had the last couple of weeks I've not had any post-match interviews, post-match debriefs. But I felt I had to have tonight because I felt there was raggedness about certain things today that I felt was always going to cost us tonight, and cost us in previous games and will cost us in other games as we go into the playoffs. People fouling and giving them an opportunity to put the ball about, people like not marking properly, which cost us the first goal, and then we had other opportunities where we gave away fouls in similar areas, and again, so as I said to the lads, it's not just about being in the playoffs now, it's about preparing ourselves to win the playoffs. You know, to be much better. We can't afford to be, especially away from home, to give teams an opportunity to get a lead, especially a team like Chorley that know how to see our game out, they're nice and solid. But, you know, credit to the lads, they dug deep, and there was lots of positives tonight. I thought Paul Turnbull and Harry Winter started getting on top of their midfield, pushed Jimmy higher. Daz was energetic. You know, there's a couple of players who couldn't get into the game because of the nature of it, but there was a lot enough in the game to deserve the draw, and like I said, it was the least we wanted from tonight's game. And you changed your system as well. You won't really even have that long to work on it, but you changed it and it seems to work really well for you.
Well, that was always a risk because you know, in hindsight, we perhaps should have got the group in on Monday night, but you know, we don't have the facilities. We didn't want to use the pitch. So we've got half the group in on a Monday morning. Yeah. We don't really know where we stand with Jason until he's been assessed. Just things like that you know, compromise. Look, we were similar last week. You know, when we went to Kidderminster, and we've not got a day's preparation, whereas they have. So these are the things that we're going to be improving as we go forward. And the more players we get in during the day on a Monday, the better prepared we will be. I don't think the system was a surprise to our lads. Perhaps the fact that we kind of used Jimmy as a false nine as such. Don't let the numbers confuse you. What we wanted to do is keep Reese up the top, down the middle, and use Matty and Jimmy in between the lines, get on the ball and break. And for the first 10 or 15 minutes I thought we were quite threatening, but then we seemed to sink. Our 2 holding midfielders got too involved in protecting the fence, and we conceded a lot of ground in possession. We corrected that second half. Reese was feeling his groins. I felt Darren was probably unlucky not to play, but we always felt that, you know, if we could get him on, we could share the workload between him and Reese and be that constant threat. But it was better for Darren to have Jimmy alongside him. But it's a system that we used really well here last year. We matched up with Keighren and beat them at home. We matched up with Chorley 1-0. We beat them last year. So we kind of knew what they were about. But like I said, we've shown that we can come here and play positively, score goals, and get something out of the game. So we'll need that going forward.
You've done the job in terms of getting in the playoffs with 2 games to spare. How do you now approach those 2 games? You presumably you're still desperate to win them because you want to finish as high up the table as you can. Yeah,
I mean, it's an unknown quantity at the moment. We'll just see. We'll take stock of tonight's results, Thursday's results. You know, we're playing Blythe, who are on a right down at the moment, unfortunately for them, and you know, they're playing Tuesday, Thursday. You know, and you know, unfortunately, the league wasn't wise enough to extend the season, so it's coming at a cost for. You know, you only have to look at Chorley in terms of they've got to play Thursday night, Saturday, they've got a cup final on the Monday, you know, and then on the Wednesday they've got to go to Brackley, and then they've got that workload before a quick turnaround. So probably the next time they train will be Monday before the playoffs. You know, so it's a bit unfair on part-time players. You look at Spennymoor's running. It's you know, maybe it's down to them, you know, their pitch, but that's not our issue. What we want to do is we want to go to Blythe. It's a very winnable game. The form we're in, and you know, if we have Jason back and we can make sure that Reece is okay, then we should have a very good, strong squad going there. I think Blythe will want to finish the season on the high at home. You know, it's a disappointing end for them, so it's going to be a tough game. And then we want to, you know, we want to bring our crowd out against Darlington. Hopefully there's something on the game, and we're playing to secure that fifth spot, which gives us the home advantage on the Wednesday. And but like I said, one game at a time. We've got the Thursday to work on Blythe. We've got a lot of knowledge on them because I watched them from the previous game against Chorley. We'll just take one game at a time and just see where the results leave us. You know, and then we'll prepare for Darlington, and we'll be able to prepare and probably get an idea of who we're going to be approaching. So we've got an opportunity to rest players, maybe change things tactically, try a few things, and freshen it all up. But get ourselves, as I said, the message to our players tonight and to everybody is that this was a solid result. It was lots of positives and performance, but we need to be in these games now showing the qualities that would convince me, the team and the fans that we can win the playoffs, because this is you know, everybody thinks the job's done by getting the playoffs, but that's only the first step. Now it's about going in and preparing well for it and making sure that we give a good account of ourselves and give ourselves every chance of winning it.
I just had a text from Michael Rains congratulating you and the club on reaching the playoffs, and you are of course the last manager to achieve that with Stockport County. Are you confident enough in the group that they are capable of winning the playoffs if we get in, now that we're in there? Yeah,
well, I mean, you know, we need to be well organised. We need to be solid. We need to be make sure that we don't have them ragged edges, the fouls, the misplaced clearances, the distribution, the set plays all have to be tidied up. So I'm confident this group on their day can beat anybody. Statistically, the records are not great in terms of, you know, whether it be Kidderminster away, Brackley away, you know, Chorley at home, or whatever it might be, but we've got a lot to improve. But you know, we'll work on what we can improve in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be extremely tough. There's some really good sides in it. You know, Harrogate have had a fantastic season, so have Brackley, and then you've got some teams that have, you know, really worked hard to get in the playoffs, such as Chorley and Spennymoor, or there might be a surprise package to come if one of them falters a bit. But it's nice for us to be in there. I think you know, it's where we want to be. And we want to finish in the top 5 now, finish as high as we can, and then we'll just, like you said, we'll take what they call the elimination round first, and then we'll see where that takes us.
It's a great achievement, well done.
Thanks so much.